Your business needs help. 56.1 million employees are employed by small businesses in the United States, and 99% of all U.S. establishments are small businesses under 250 employees. That means that your business should be listening to the only podcast dedicated to small business success. That's Growth Success Radio, growthsuccessradio.com. Welcome to this week's episode of Growth Success Radio. Hello and welcome to episode 26 of Growth Success Radio. I am your co-host, Scott Gombar, and to my right, as I look at the screen, is the other co-host, Eugene Resnitsky. And this week we have Marni Esposito of Moonrock's Gourmet Cookies, and this is going to be a fun show. This is cookies and Facebook. What the heck does that mean? Eugene is not wearing any pants today. He'll show you later.
He never wears pants.
That's right. He never wears pants, even in the office. The Traeger logo is behind him, and he's not wearing any pants. That's why. That's why he had fellow BNI or Scott Doolittle put up the tinted glass on his window. The privacy, yeah. This show is sponsored by Traeger Insurance and Scott Gombar Digital Marketing Agency. We're live every Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern with usually small business owners or people looking to grow and become more successful. And I'm excited because Marni is blowing up big time. If you do want to listen to or watch past shows, you can do both on growthsuccessradio.com. And today we've got two contests going on. So the first one is if you want to win this really awesome Growth Success Radio t-shirt, I'm going to show you right now. You can do so by sharing during the show using hashtag _SuccessHacks. I said it right the first time this time. All you have to do is the person who shares the show the most throughout the show gets this t-shirt in their size. Not like yesterday when I was at Google and got a medium. You get this shirt. All you have to do is include the hashtag _SuccessHacks. The second contest, probably even more fun, is the person who likes both the Growth Success Radio Facebook page and the Moonrock's Gourmet Cookies Facebook page during this show will get a basket of Moonrock's Gourmet Cookies, limited edition Growth Success Moonrock's Gourmet Cookies. Ooh. And this is what those cookies look like.
Yes.
They're extremely limited edition, Eugene. There's only one. There's only going to be one basket from Growth Success Radio. I don't know. Maybe there'll be more in the future, but
we should auction it.
Auction. That's what I was thinking. They can go to eBay later and auction it off. Eugene.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Traeger Insurance.
So, Traeger Insurance, we are a independent insurance agency based out of Meriden, Connecticut. What that means is we take the client's information, shop it to the entire insurance market, not just one company, which ultimately gets them the most optimal price for the best coverage possible. My role within the agency is president of commercial lines, so my job is to grow the commercial lines business and help my clients protect against their what-ifs in life.
Nice. And as I said, I am Scott Gombar. I own a digital marketing agency, and we focus predominantly on three major functions. One is organic search, one is paid search, and one is social media. We bring clients to your web presence using all three of those, and those clients will be ready to purchase or in the purchase decision-making process. And again, with us today is Marni of Moonrock's Gourmet Cookies. Marni, I'm going to let you do your intro in a few minutes. But first, Eugene's going to give us some updates in the insurance world, if there are any. Insurance is actually pretty exciting, Marni. You'd be surprised. There's some exciting stuff in the insurance world.
There is. So I sometimes like to bring either updates or interesting news articles about what's going on. So recently, I don't know if people know, but Chrysler, which owns Fiat, however you pronounce that car, they recalled 1.4 million vehicles because of the potential of people hacking the vehicle and taking control of it. So that's another version of the cyber liability aspect on a vehicle side. Nobody, when was the last time you thought about somebody actually hacking your car and taking control of it? So also with that, GM last year made all types of updates to their app to prevent a potential backdoor hack that was out there, where actually people could take control of your vehicle because GM has an OnStar. Also, more interesting is that Virginia is about to, if the governor signs off on it, have a law where you could get fined if you're driving your vehicle and smoking with a child in the car.
I did hear that too, but I actually like that one.
Yeah. So those are the two updates that I recently heard. Well, Scott, what's going on in the social media?
Well, Blab has got some new exciting updates here. We're actually going to show you one in a second here. I've got Marni's interview with, what was the show again?
Connecticut Style.
Connecticut Style, queued up here, and I'm gonna show it in a second. And so what they've done is they've now made it, you can play a video in widescreen mode instead of this little standard definition square thing going on here. Let's see what else. Just the usual. South by Southwest made Snapchat blow up even more. I did
Google thing or something yesterday?
I went to Google yesterday. It was primarily AdWords focused. There's more good stuff coming from AdWords. So you saw that they eliminated the right side ads, but what they're going to do, and Marni, this could work for you, is the right side is going to be just for shopping. So Marni, you could put your cookies in ads and have people shop over there. So some good stuff. People. It really boils down to what people like. What do people want, and that's what it's coming down to at this point. People want to shop. Again, if anybody comes on and wants to share, just tweet us out. Share. Use this little button on the left side. Share last 30 seconds. We'll share. You can select Facebook or Twitter, and we'll show our pretty mugs. Well, my pretty mug and Eugene's not so pretty mug. And of course, Marni. And it'll be all over the internet. All right. So I think what we'll do here, Marni, a little introduction. We're going to play the video.
Okay.
Okay. Can't do Facebook videos yet, so we need it on YouTube. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to upload it to YouTube while we're waiting. All right. So Marni.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
Right.
Excellent.
No problem. We've been dying to get you on. We know there's been some scheduling conflicts and so forth, but here you are today.
Excellent. Glad to be here.
So tell us about Moonrock's Gourmet Cookies.
So Moonrock's Gourmet Cookies is a family-run gourmet cookie store. We're located in Hamden, and there goes my cat, 1830 Dixwell Avenue. And we are in business. Just last Sunday, the store was open 5 months, and we've been in business in total a year and a half. So in a year and a half, we've come a long way. Very exciting. I know Eugene wants to know the story behind Moonrock, so I'll hold that for a minute. But it's very exciting. We have our own commercial kitchen, and really we're just really just getting started. We have great potential. And
Nice.
Sorry, there goes the cat.
We have a fourth guest today, the cat.
We are a pet-friendly show.
It is.
All right, so I guess we'll get into the story behind Moonrocks because it's a very unique and interesting name.
It is. So the story behind Moonrocks is that my mom was a single mom, and she went to culinary school in the 70s. At that time, she was the only woman in culinary school. It was definitely very male-dominated. And while she was in school, she complained to her professor that there were no chocolate chip cookies that tasted the way she wanted. So he said to her, you're learning the science of baking. Make your own recipe from scratch. Make it exactly the way you want it. So they worked for many, many months together, and she did. She created this amazing chocolate chip cookie recipe. When she graduated, essentially nobody would hire her. And in those days, they would say, no, you're a woman. Women don't bake. You can go sell the baked goods. And as a single mom, she had no choice. She went back to bookkeeping, finished out her career as a bookkeeper. But my entire life, we've been making these amazing chocolate chip cookies. And people they just went crazy over them. We even had somebody steal them from a wedding, literally. They stole the platter of the cookies at someone's wedding, put them in their car, and then moved their car so that his wife wouldn't know where the car was and couldn't get to the cookies. Like, people go nuts over these cookies. So my whole life, everyone has been saying to us, you have to go into business, you have to go into business. And finally, end of 2014, I said to my mom, my kids are getting older. I said to her, you know what? It's time. I'm ready. And that was it. We dove in at ages 50 and 75 and have not stopped. We've just been on this, amazing trajectory, and just one thing after the next. One interesting story, though, about starting the business. When I did the market research, I went to my mom and I said, Ma, you can't have a gourmet cookie company with chocolate chip with nuts and chocolate chip without nuts. I said, you have to have flavors. And I looked at her, I said, can you make flavors? And she said to me, I don't know, but I've been waiting my whole life for somebody to ask me that question. Well, needless to say, she has risen to the occasion. We have over 40 flavors in less than a year and a half. So it's really amazing. They're called moon rocks because that's what they look like. They look like sort of fat, lumpy moon rocks, and they're out of this world. So it's a great tagline.
Fat and lumpy, yes.
Yeah. It's a good way to describe a cookie.
Yeah, well, they're not like those flat, manufactured. Yeah. These are all hand scooped, and they're amazing. It is part of our texture, though. We have sort of they're not soft and they're not hard. They're kind of a cakey texture is the only way to describe it, and the shape has something to do with that. So, moon rocks.
I agree with that description.
It works for me.
Scott and I both are connoisseurs of moon rocks.
I was going to say, you have both been the recipients of moon rocks.
Yeah, I don't know, I've probably had 6 or 7 different flavors now. Mm-hmm. I've got another 30 plus to go.
I was going to say, you have a lot more to go, Scott.
I'm working on it. It's surprising that, certain flavors, like, I don't remember what it was now, but I came in one day and your mother gave me a sample of one. It was like cranberry or raspberry or something like that. And I was like, I'm not going to like this, but it blew me away. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that. I'm being very honest right now. It was amazing. And you have some crazy flavors. We're going to talk about those flavors later. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't think they'd work, but they work. Yeah,
my mother truly, this is really my mom's gift. And to be able to create this and allow her to blossom, in her golden years, it's amazing. To watch her gift come to fruition and to see her in action, it's really, it's a blessing. We've just had a blast the last year and a half. It's been amazing. Yeah, I love it.
It's awesome. It's awesome to have your mother involved too.
It's great.
Making her drink too.
Yep.
So you have this program where companies can come in and say they want to send a basket to someone to thank them. Can you tell us a little bit more about gratitude and appreciation marketing? I think you call it gratitude marketing, but they're kind of the same.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is that as I started to define the business more, at first I, kept saying, we're a gourmet cookie company. But the reality is the core of the business is really about gratitude. Really, we're in the gratitude business. We happen to do it, and we happen to be able to show it and help companies and individuals show gratitude with these amazing gourmet cookies. That happens to be the product. But the core of the business is about gratitude. We do a lot of thank you baskets. We do a lot of themed baskets. And our favorite thing to do is custom branding for companies. And so really, listen, every company is in competition with every other company. Every field is competitive. How do you stand out? And that's a big part of what we do. We help companies to really stand out in showing gratitude to their families, to their customers, to their clients. Everyone wants to be thanked for their business. And as you said, Scott, look at all of the advertising, the AdWords, and, that goes along with marketing a product. So when somebody buys your product or becomes a customer and is loyal to you, as a business owner, gratitude goes a long way. People want to know that you know who they are, that you're thanking them for their business. They have choices. They chose your business. And it's important that you acknowledge that and foster that relationship. And we have found that a lot of our companies that show gratitude ongoing, using our custom branding, really have had very successful relationships with customers. So it's an interesting part of our business that you would think it's about the cookies, and it is. The cookies are amazing, and it's what makes the impression. But when someone gets a gift in the mail from a company thanking them for their business, you have a customer for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I know I've sent out a basket or two, and I think Traeger Insurance has too, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We're about to start.
Right.
Eugene's a little
That's
slow.
a
I
lot.
understand.
Well, the other thing that's important to us is that the gift, when we do the custom branding for businesses, our logo is not on the box. When your customer opens the box that they receive, it's all from you. It has your logo. It has, the company logo. It's themed and colored to match the logo. We're reinforcing your business. When they open the basket, obviously, our cards inside, they're going to taste our cookies. We'll get that business. Our job is to make you look good. Our job is to really promote the branding and the gratitude from each and every individual company to their customers and clients. Yeah, we love it.
Awesome.
So Marni, you have pretty much only good reviews, but there's occasional evil one out there.
Yeah.
Especially some people that didn't like the flavor of the cookies. What is your response to those people?
Well, a couple of things. One is when somebody comes into the store, we have this little introduction that we give them, and we say, these are our own recipes. They're all natural. We don't use anything artificial. And we kind of give them a little bit of a warning that we say that these are really gourmet cookies, that they're much higher in flavor than they are in sugar. These are not overly sweet baked goods. Partly because they're real gourmet. We actually would like to be the gourmet police and not allow people to use the word gourmet unless their food actually is gourmet. So I think people don't pay attention to the fact that, the name of the company is Moonrock's Gourmet Cookies. They're definitely, and we even tell people, we have children that love our cookies, but they are not our audience. These are not kid cookies. These are really adult flavored cookies. And so occasionally, and we know this, so we're not, like mortally wounded when it happens, but occasionally we have folks that don't like the cookies. Their palate is used to that very sugary, sweet baked goods, and this is not what we offer. We offer something a much higher level. And so every once in a while we get a review where people say they don't like the cookies. And we know that happens, but it has been pointed out to me, and this does make sense. If every single review was glowing, that doesn't feel real, especially when it comes to food. Food is very personal. Everybody has their own taste. So to think that everyone out there is going to give us a 5-star review all the time is unreasonable. And so I think what you see on our reviews, both on Yelp and on Facebook especially, is that there's a mixture. However, overwhelmingly, needless to say, people love the cookies. And so we have 4.5 stars on Yelp, and I think, 4.5 stars on Facebook as well. So every once in a while, we do have someone, that leaves a review, that they really didn't like the cookies, which is fine. We understand that. And, there's lots of other normal high sugar cookies out there for people to choose from, but we're looking for a particular audience. And I think on social media, they call that finding your tribe. And we are definitely finding that. We're finding it in the store. We're finding it online. We're partnering with people. We're going to start partnering with Direct Eats. They're a distributor of all natural handmade items like this, like gourmet cookies. And so we're finding our tribe. And that's what's most important about the reviews. But the reviews are important.
So, Marni, you have, out of 59 reviews on Facebook, you have 4.8 out of 5.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty darn good.
One of those was a woman who said she loved the cookies, but she felt they were too expensive. So she wasn't commenting about the taste. She just wasn't willing to pay for all natural ingredients, which we understand as well. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I equate that to going to the grocery store and buying, the cheapest meat you can buy because you don't want to spend a lot of money for organic meat and live longer.
Right, exactly. Yeah. That's exactly it. And we understand that, that we're not the right audience for everyone. And we're okay with that. Eugene, something about the reviews, I don't know if this is part of what you were asking, but we make sure that we respond to every single review. Whether it's positive or negative, we always comment. And especially when it's a negative review, we thank them for taking the opportunity to leave a review and for tasting our cookies. And invite them back, to use our free Wi-Fi and come have a drink if they don't, if they're not interested in the cookies. So we're very responsive to those reviews, and I think that's important.
I do see that. I've noticed that on Yelp. You replied to all the reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good job with that. I'm impressed. You're blowing it away. Speaking of the ingredients, though, what type of ingredients do you use, and what makes them gourmet?
That's a good question. I mean, if you try to define gourmet, it's that old adage, it's hard to define pornography, but when you see it, you know what it is. Well, it's kind of the same thing with gourmet. Gourmet has a very wide variety of products, including, foods, baked goods, those kinds of things. For us, it's all about all natural ingredients. So we use real butter, real eggs, real sugar. We try as much as possible. Most of our recipes are made with brown sugar. We only use organic extracts, and all of our cookies are flavored with what they say they are. So if it's a berry cookie, it's flavored with blackberries. If it's a coffee cookie, guess what it's flavored with? Coffee. We will not use anything artificial. As a matter of fact, one of the highest requested cookies is people want us to do a red velvet, and we have finally given up because there is no way to get that red color without using red dye number 40, which is horrible. I won't tell you what it's made out of because it's gross, but we won't use it. And so we've found like sort of light, we've used beet juice and beet powder and those kinds of natural things, and we've basically got a light pink cookie. So we gave up. We're not going to make a red velvet cookie because there's no way to make that naturally. So if it doesn't occur in nature, it's not in our cookies, is basically what it comes down to.
It's interesting you say that because Cheetos, the puffy Cheetos that all the kids love,
yes.
The yellow food coloring that they use in those Cheetos made the top 5 list of cancer-causing foods.
Yes, exactly.
So,
well, and the red dye number 40 is right up there as well. It's really pretty gross, and it's in everything. It's in a lot of, all the red velvets. I mean, everybody loves red velvet. Well, it's loaded with all of that dye. Yeah.
I never understood the thing about red velvet, but that's just me.
Me too. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't get the big.
I
think women like it more than men do, but
I think there's something attractive about the color.
Yeah.
I think it's attractive, but listen, our we have a berries and cream cookie that we make with blackberry pulp. It's beautiful. It's purple, and it's natural. It's like real purple. We have a lime coconut cookie that has a little green hint to it from the lime. So it's I'm not concerned about the color of the cookies. I'm concerned about the clarity of the ingredients. And in all honesty, we were talking about finding your tribe. For us, we're not willing to compromise our product for profit. I'm not willing to use lower end ingredients so that we make more money or that we can charge less for the cookies. I'm not willing. I won't do that. And if it meant that, then I'd rather not be in business because I'm going to stick to our principle that we use all natural ingredients, the best that we can possibly find. And that's our niche. And it's a foundation that we stand on. Something else we do that I think might be a little bit different, a lot of baked goods get interesting flavors by putting, or especially cookies, by putting icing on top of the cookie. You know, because think about it, you could mix in a lot of different flavors into an icing and then just spread it on a cookie. We don't do that. If we can't flavor the actual cookie with that flavor, we won't make it. We don't use any icing on the cookies to give flavor. It has to be inherent in the cookie itself. So we have some really, I would say, hardline guiding principles about the products that we make, and we hope that people enjoy them. And so far the feedback has been amazing. So I think we're on the right road.
Yeah, 4.8 out of 5 is pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Right, so I've got the video queued up. We're gonna play that.
All right.
And here we go.
Hey, anybody can be a pilot, but it takes a real man to be a net, right? Hey, we're here in the vendor kitchen. When it comes to baking, our next guest says, sometimes you have to think a little bit outside the box.
Really? Yeah. The result is out of this world, especially, the confectionery goodness. Here with us is Marni, Esposito, Moon Rock Gourmet Cookies. Okay, good morning, everybody.
Absolutely. So this is cool. You guys are based out of Hamden, and Mama Moon Rock is home right now.
Yep, Mama Moon Rock is home. She's a little under the weather, so shout out to Mama. So today we're going to talk about baking with outside the box, with interesting flavors. Lots of times people are faced with syrup. And really, if it's edible, you can bake with it, you can cook with it. So there's really a lot that you can do. So today we're going to make a lavender. It's a very simple recipe. Anybody can make that now.
Bold lavender.
It's bold lavender. It's definitely a bold flavor. And when you walk over here, you can actually smell the lavender. And Marni, you and I were talking about anyone and I'm going out of it. You make a chocolate chip cookie. Even if you buy a frozen kind, right? Again, but you're elevating it to a whole new status. Yep. Exactly. Our style, my mom's style, is really about high flavors, lower sugar. Really, our audience is adults. They're adult cookies, we like to describe them that way. And so you want to be bold with what you're doing. You can take we're going to talk about today. You can take a very simple recipe. So this is literally a little bit of butter, an egg. We use vanilla chips. A nice pure organic extract goes a long way.
And the lavender here, but
We're going to use the cheese.
yeah, we don't want to give away too much.
Okay.
So after the break, we're going to show you the entire recipe, and hopefully you guys can make that home. Still to come here, we're going to show you some cool craft ideas that you can do with your kids at home if you might as well.
Maybe. Plus we'll have a link to the letter. But first, alive. Look outside. There's New London. No, good weather to bake cookies. Absolutely.
Nice.
It was fun.
It looks like it was.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
He's also very tall.
He is very tall. Yes. They were all really
Right.
super nice, though, I have to say. It was fun. And that's another thing that's been interesting. Like, in a short period of time, as I said, the store's only open 5 months. We had an article written up in the Daily Nutmeg from a writer that's on staff that was actually a customer, and he brought the cookies home to friends and just couldn't believe the reaction. And came back and said, hey, can we do an article on you? I was like, absolutely. That article has gone a long way. It's been awesome. And then we had the Connecticut style piece. So all these little, tidbits on social media, they all add up. And it's part of what creates your reputation. So, I don't say no to anything. You want to interview me? Absolutely. You want me to go somewhere? Great. Anything, anything I can do to promote who we are and what we stand for, all of that collectively will add up to, where we want to be.
Eugene,
It was good. Huh?
you're up.
No. I'm not up yet.
Stop
We have to
arguing.
talk about that
Yeah. So
the
we
person
are,
that shares.
yes, we are sharing. Don't correct me. We are. You can win a T-shirt if you have. I'm trying to find my thing here so I can show the T-shirt. So if you share this show live during the show and you do it the most with the hashtag Success Hacks, you win the T-shirt. If you like both Growth Success Radio Facebook page and the Moon Rocks Gourmet Cooking Facebook page, during the show, then you are eligible to win the flavor of your choice, by the way. It doesn't have to be, is that chocolate chip?
Yeah, oh no, we have a ton you can choose from.
Right. So I'm just trying to figure, what is that, chocolate and almonds?
Oh, this one is the everything cookie that you're showing a picture of.
Everything, okay.
It's really interesting. It's got 6 different chips, and it's like a light peach base. It's really outstanding. It's excellent.
So if you like both pages during the show, one of those people that does that will win a basket of cookies. Not necessarily this flavor. You can pick the flavor. You can go to moonrocksgourmetcookies.com to see all the different flavors. And there's, I think you said almost 40 flavors now, right? So kind of like Baskin Robbins, but better.
Site, but yeah, we have, well, we're in the middle of getting a new site, so there'll be more coming.
Awesome. Now it's my turn, Scott.
This guy's so mean.
So, Marni, what type of businesses have had success using your branded baskets?
Let's see. So we do a lot of baskets for attorneys, thanking clients for referrals, a lot for salespeople, anyone who's commission-based, realtors. We have a specific box for realtors. It's a house. It's really beautiful. We'll also add things to the box. So like for realtor baskets, many times they want to send the cookies and like a Home Depot gift card. So luckily we're located right across the street from Home Depot on Dixwell Avenue. I run across, I get a gift card, and then I put that right in. Let's see. We have a whole program that we do with funeral homes, which is actually one of our favorite things to do. I really love working in that industry and helping to serve their families and send them this happy little box of goodness during a difficult time. It's very personal for us. We love being able to, bring some happiness to a family during a difficult time. We do a lot for, like I said, local companies. So we did for a local orthodontist. We did baskets to all of his referring dentists to thank them for their business. And as I said, businesses that get it, gratitude goes a long way. And so we can custom brand, really all we need is a logo. Give me a logo and I'll go from there. I'll find a basket and I'll find a ribbon, that complement the basket. But we're getting more and more folks like Eugene, like, you and I are going to start doing for your company, where you're going to look at your whole client base and periodically send a gift thanking them for their business. So we do more and more of that, because gratitude isn't something that you just decide you're going to do. It's really a foundation that you create as part of your business. And that's really, those are the companies we love to work with the most, that are really understanding that they're creating a relationship with their customers and their clients. It's not just a one-off, here's your basket at Christmas. That, frankly, as a matter of fact, we recommend for folks not to do that. Yes, you can send, a basket at Christmas as a thank you to customers, but the reality is those kind of get lost in the mix because so many things get sent during that time. We actually suggest for companies to do things like sending baskets during anniversaries or birthdays, or frankly, right before Thanksgiving instead of Christmas, so that it has more impact. Anything off cycle feels more personal than just sort of the holiday rush, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
It does. It stands out more.
Exactly. And that's the whole goal. Right.
Yep. So you've had a ton of success on Facebook. Speaking of Facebook, Marni.
Yes.
Can you tell us what the secret recipe, pun intended?
No pun intended.
Yeah. What's the secret recipe that you're using?
I've had a lot of people ask me about the success of the Facebook page. I don't know that I knew what I was doing, frankly, but what I knew is that I wanted to be consistent. And so we post something every single day, even when we're closed. We take the opportunity on Mondays when we're closed to promote other businesses that carry our cookies, or to talk about shopping small, and to do a little education piece. Of course, anytime there's a new cookie or a holiday, we'll theme the post, to go with that. But I think the biggest thing for us on Facebook has been that the voicing on Facebook is very personal to us. In other words, I do all of the posts. Mama Moon Rocks is kind of the theme. You know, we're always talking about what she's doing, posting pictures of her, because she's the face of the company. So, you know, people feel like they have an affiliation, like they know her, which is awesome. I also think the other thing that's been successful on Facebook, a few things. One is that if somebody likes a post or comments, I comment back and like every single post. I may not do it immediately, but at the end of the day, I'll go through and make sure that I'm acknowledging that they took the time to comment on our post. So we're very interactive that way. Also, I think the Facebook audience wants to engage with you in a different way. In other words, Twitter is very short little, you know, tweets, and Instagram is a picture. But with Facebook, you have a little bit of a narrative. You have an opportunity to tell your story. Things like on the 13th of every week, our business started on September 13th, 2014, and we opened the store on October 13th, 2015. So the 13th is a big deal for us. So the 13th of every month, we run a contest. And we give away free cookies or the cupcakes or brownies or whatever we're giving away at that time. And we ask people to like the post, comment, and tag someone else. And if they share the post, they get more entries into the contest. And that, when we do the contests, we get at least 1,000 views. And it's shared, I would say, anywhere between 20 and 50 times. So people love the contests. And now we kind of, you know, now that we have our tribe, we have people, you know, that are constantly checking in and commenting. We call our audience Moon Rockians. You know, that they're our audience. They're our Moon Rock fans. They're our Moon Rockians. So we feel like Facebook is an opportunity for us to have a relationship with people. And that's how I tag and post everyone. It's not a format to be political. It's not a format to, you know, air dirty laundry about anything else. It is truly a way for us to connect with potential customers and folks that appreciate what we're doing. So it's fun. I really enjoy the interaction on Facebook. And like I said, I'm very consistent. We post every single day. So I would say that's part of the success.
And I'd say you get it, because that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a community, and you've built a community.
Yeah, it's great. And it's so much fun, you know, when you see how far a post has reached, you know, that it's exciting, especially like the videos. I need to do more on the video side. I'm not as comfortable with it, but I'm going to get more comfortable, because people love videos. They love to see it. I've actually had Facebook folks ask for like a video of the kitchen and, you know, to show us baking, and they want to see it. So we're going to start doing some more of those.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking about posts, what is this dream wall we keep hearing about?
The dream wall. So in the store, I worked with an amazing brand new interior designer. Her name is Jessica Johnson. I will be happy to forward her information on to anybody who wants it. She did an amazing job in our store. And one of the things I asked her for was, well, in my mind, I wanted what was called a dream board, which all I could think about was some crappy thing with push pins. Well, oh, look, Scott has the picture. So what she created is this dream wall. So we're living our dream, and you see this poster section. There's a large frame that tells my mom's story that I told earlier in the show. It has a picture of my mom and my mom's culinary degree, and we're living our dream. And this is a space for people to come into our store and tell us their dreams. We believe that words have power, and if you write it out and you say it, maybe you'll make one step to make it happen. We really want our story at 50 and 75 making, you know, my mom's dreams come true. If we can do that at 50 and 75, people can do anything they want. It's just a matter of speaking it out, being intentional, and deciding, I'm going to do something different. And so actually, this is a slightly older picture. The wall is pretty much
It's full now.
It's
Yeah.
pretty much full. We're actually deciding about what to do. We're probably going to take down one small section at a time and put it in a book. So that, because to me, every single one of those Post-it notes are precious. I would never want to lose one of them. And so I think we're going to put them in a book for people to come and continue to put their dreams on the wall. And it's been amazing. If you come in the store and you read what people have put, in all honesty, very few. I think there's only a couple. None of them talk about wanting to be rich and famous and this and that. They all talk about wanting to help other people and be an influence in other people's lives and really, change the world and feed the hungry and, live, become an RN so that they can help people. It's really quite inspiring. If you're ever having a day where you're down and you need a little boost that humanity is still a good thing, you need to come to the store and just read the posts. They are amazing. It really is it's a very personal, it's a very touching part of the store. We absolutely love the Dream Wall. It's awesome.
So when you're down, you go to Moonrock's Gourmet Cookies.
That's right. Come read the Dream Wall.
You read the Dream Wall, you get cookies, and you get a Fox and Park soda, and you're all set.
That's right. Have a Fox and Park soda. That's right.
That's right.
Awesome.
Another local company, by the way.
Yes.
Cookies always cheer people up. It's a cookie.
Absolutely. And Scott, I'm glad you mentioned that about the local company. We only sell Fox and Park soda. We partner with Savvy Tea in Madison for all of our amazing gourmet organic teas, local company. And then our coffee, we have a partnership with Cafe Senor Rueda, located in Woodridge. We sell their coffee exclusively, and it's 100% Colombian coffee. Unblended organic beans. It's amazing. Our coffee is incredible. So that's another big part of the store environment. We want to partner with local people. In fact, the way we describe it is we want a community. We don't just want a store. In our store, and when you walk in, there's a big round table. And underneath the table, there are these ottomans, and we sell handmade items for local artisans. Again, we want to give them an opportunity to succeed. We feel like my new little mantra is that all the boats rise together in the tide. Why can't we use our store and our dream and our story to help other people? So we sell for local artisans. We partner with only other local companies. We rent our kitchen to new bakers getting started to help them start their businesses. We know how hard it was for us when we were renting, and we had some wonderful people that helped us along the way. Catalina's from Catalina's Cupcakes in New Haven. She was awesome in helping us get started, and she's a doll. We love her. So, we really want to be that for other people. We want to be a blessing, and we want to help them to get started. So we have a community in the kitchen. It's awesome. My mom helps with recipes, and, I help with the business side if folks need a little help. And it's great. So we have a community in the kitchen. We have a community in the store. We want people to come hang out. We have free Wi-Fi. Just come. So that's important to us. It's not just about the sales. It's about the environment that we're creating.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
And I like that. Don't wait until Small Business Saturday to shop local. Shop local every day.
Absolutely. Small Business Saturday is every day. Yes.
That's right.
Should be. They shouldn't even make it a thing. People should just do that anyway. Just shop local.
Well, your money stays, when you shop locally, your money stays locally. You're not,
Yes.
There's a saying, you're not buying a CEO a second vacation home. You're paying for, someone's daughter's dance lessons right here in New Haven County. So, yeah, it doesn't make the difference.
My son's karate lessons, because they're not cheap.
No.
But it is local.
Yep, exactly.
So, Marni, how many flavors? I know you mentioned earlier. How many flavors are you up to now?
I think we're definitely over 40. She just made a new one the other day. Actually, she just made 3 new flavors. We have a new tangy chocolate orange, which is awesome. It's unbelievable. It's so good. And now we just experimented with a lemon poppy seed. So if you want to pop into the store and try that, we're kind of testing it out. And she made our first sugar-free recipe. We have a sugar-free, gluten-free sweet potato cookie that we're testing out. So we have a couple of gluten-free recipes, but a lot of people have requested sugar-free, so we're working on that. So you can come test that as well.
I think I'll be.
Awesome.
Oh, you're closed on Mondays. I have a gap in my schedule on Monday, and both appointments are in New Haven. But darn it.
I can meet you at the store. Luckily, we only live a few blocks away from the store, so it's convenient.
So that means. Oh, and by the way, we're supposed to have snow this weekend. Did you hear that?
I heard. That's ridiculous.
It is
That's
ridiculous.
snow.
It's been like spring all of March, and now that spring is officially here, we're gonna get snow.
We're going to get snow. It's crazy.
Of the snow of the winter season.
Exactly, right?
Yeah. So Marni, with all these flavors, which ones would you say are the most popular?
Yeah, we definitely have some fan favorites. Salted caramel, absolute fan favorite. Anything cheesecake, the chocolate chip cheesecake, the lemon cheesecake, the regular cheesecake. Believe it or not, something that we can barely keep in stock is the sweet potato cookie. It's incredible. People have gone crazy over it. It's really, really, it tastes like a little piece of sweet potato pie. It's awesome. We have a new cannoli cookie that we can barely make fast enough. That one is incredible. It's a cannoli. It's made with ricotta cheese. Like literally, we made it like a cannoli, like you would make the cannoli filling. Those are probably the most popular right now. Lime coconut is always popular. Chocolate chip, of course. Those are really like the top. And then we have all the, kind of interesting flavors that all, they all sell, but it's really based on personal taste. Yeah.
I've had a few of those. I've had cannoli because I'm Italian. It's a requirement. I'm Italian. And I had the salted caramel. That's one of those flavors that I would think it's not going to taste good, but it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's really good.
The one I'm surprised about is sweet potato. I was like,
yeah, I'm going to try that.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Tried it?
It's amazing. Yeah, it's good.
I got to try that.
The lavender has sold well, because we did that one on Channel 8. But that's a very bold flavor. But we have interesting flavors that are not as bold. As an example, we have a honey cardamom. Cardamom is like it's hard to describe. It's not a bold spice, but it's a light, interesting spice. And it's just awesome in the cookie. We have a green tea cookie. Of course, another really popular one is our lemon chocolate chip. It's a lemon cookie with lemon chips and chocolate chips. Awesome. So yeah, we have fun with the flavors, and they're just, it's part of the fun is inventing something new and watching we love to watch people taste the cookies and that look on their face. We call it the face, where they're just like, oh my God, this is amazing. Because they don't expect the cookie, they expect cookies to be run-of-the-mill cookies. They don't expect the burst of flavor that they get with our cookies. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Sounds like fun. So, you just went through, I don't know, probably 12.5 flavors there, but do you have another flavor in the horizons?
We have a whole list that she's working on. So we're always throwing out. One thing that has stumped her is, we just made last week brand new an orange creamsicle. So it literally tastes like a creamsicle. It's delicious. But we have friends that have challenged her to make a French toast cookie.
Wow.
And we're even struggling that one for a little bit. So we'll see. It's still on the list, but someday we hope to see a French toast cookie. That's been proved to be a challenge.
I'm getting hungrier by the second.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right, Marni, it is time for the fire round. These are the questions you have not seen.
Okay.
And these are the ones that you're probably nervous about, but I promise they're not that bad. But this first one might be difficult, so might be difficult for you to answer. So let's see. Go ahead, Eugene.
Marni, what is your favorite movie rock?
Emotionally, it's the chocolate chip cookie without nuts, because that's the one my mom made my entire life. So hands down, it's the original chocolate chip.
Okay.
That sounded somewhat political, but okay, we'll take it.
Although I love
It's sentimental value.
The cannoli, yes. I would
Cannoli's
agree
really
with
good.
that. Beyond business, what's your favorite activity?
I don't think I have any other activities now that I started the business. I love being with my family. We have a bunch of pets. We have the cat and the 2 dogs and a rabbit. I love animals. I love music, and I love anything handcrafted. I do a lot of artwork myself, knitting, crocheting, work with clay. So I love anything crafty, anything I can do with my hands, scrapbooking. I love creating new things. So that's important to me.
So, Marni, since the weather for the first day of spring is snow, how do you feel about that?
You know, I actually love snow. I think it's beautiful. I love the way it looks. I love how clean everything looks. Of course, everyone in my family will tell you that I love it so much because I'm not the one that goes out and shovels it. So I kind of like snow. I'm okay with it. Although I am kind of ready for some nice spring weather. So I'll take one last snowstorm. No. Scott's like, no.
That's it. This episode is done. I'm finished. No, one more question and no political answers.
Okay.
Your favorite quote or addition to the dream wall?
Ooh, to the dream wall?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a tough one.
That one's tough. I mean, my favorite quote is from Gandhi, be the change you want to see in the world. As far as on the dream wall, I would have to say, only because I had a long conversation with the woman who put it on the wall. She basically is in her 50s, and she decided that she was going to stop everything she was doing in her life, go back to school, become a lawyer specifically to help women in crisis. And I just admired her so much. And that's what she put on the dream wall, is that, you know, her dream is to be a lawyer that helps women in crisis. And to me, you know, when someone gives up their lives to help someone else and lays down, you know, lay down your life for a friend, to me, there's no greater gift. So that's my favorite post on the dream wall.
In her 50s too. That's impressive.
In her 50s. She was
It's
awesome.
hard to give up.
Yeah.
You know, I have to commend you and I have to commend her because it's hard to give up a lifestyle that you've grown accustomed to and change everything dramatically. You know, opening a new business, you're not going to sleep for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard. You know, we're not all young like Eugene over here.
It's true. I work a lot. I have to be honest with you. The last 18 months, I have never worked so hard in my entire life, but it has been the most satisfying time. My mom will say the same thing. I mean, listen, my mom came out of retirement at 75. Up until recently, she baked every single cookie. We now have, we hired a baker, Sonia, who was one of the bakers in our kitchen. She rents our kitchen for her own business, but now she's baking for us, and she's awesome. She has been a blessing. I can't even begin to tell you, and she's incredible. So, yeah, I mean, up until just recently, my mom baked every single cookie. She's still involved with every cookie, but now we have a little help, which is awesome. So, and that's great, too, for us. You know, now we have two part-time employees who are just amazing people. And, you know, for us to be able to help them is also, I mean, just, it's all about gratitude, giving, receiving. It's just awesome. We're having such a great time. So, you know, that old, you know, that wording about, you know, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. I feel like that. I mean, I work, don't get me wrong. I put in long hours. We're doing a lot. We're moving very quickly. We've come a very, very long way in a short period of time. And so, you know, I work it. But I'm enjoying it, and it's for us, and I know that we're helping and benefiting other people, and that we're making people happy, and that's a driving factor. Yeah, it's awesome.
Well, Marni, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it. We love the energy. How can people find you? So
we're online, moonrocksgourmetcookies.com. You can also come and visit the store, 1830 Dixwell Avenue in Hamden. We're one block down from the Acropolis Diner and right across the street from Home Depot. And we're open late on Thursday and Saturdays till 8 o'clock, Fridays till 6, most other days till 5. We're closed on Mondays. And they can also call anytime, 203-404-4964.
That's awesome. You're open late on Thursday. So that means all of you people that are stuck at DMV late on Thursday in Hamden,
Right.
Take a ride down the road and go to Moonrock's Gourmet
There
Cookies.
you go. Exactly.
Feel much better. It won't be the long wait that you had at DMV, and you'll feel better about your day. Okay, well, thank you. Next week, we're back 10 a.m. live on Friday. We're going to talk to Dan Blanchard. He's a teacher, author, and keynote speaker. And his focus is on teenagers that are looking for role models, I guess you could say. I'm probably screwing that up a little bit, but that's essentially what his focus is. So we'll be back live 10 a.m. next Friday. Eugene, any parting thoughts?
No, Marni, thanks for being on.
Thanks for having me.
Marni, if I wasn't going to Hartford, I'd be heading towards you shortly. But
All right, I got you covered, Scott. I got you covered.
Good. I got to try that sweet potato cookie.
It's really good.
It's good. You don't expect it, but it's good.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Marni,
guys.
anything you want to say?
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity, and you guys are awesome. As you know, we're all, connected in our networking group, and we just have an awesome time. And listen, surround yourself with good people. You'll be better off, and so will they.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, and enjoy your weekend.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.